What's up, y'all? Good morning. I had to go. I was trying to be nosy. It's me, Erica. What's going on? I had to go be nosy. I heard a big crash this morning. I was like, what is that? But apparently somebody, because there's like a river, like a kind of, I don't know what you call it, or like a ravine next to where I live. And I heard something real loud this morning. I was like, what is that? Like something like hard, like hit hard. And I was like, it can't be the trash truck or something. Honey, a car looked like it's down in the dam. It went through the concrete dam, like, you know, barrier. It went through the concrete barrier. And, honey, put your lights on. And I don't know what happened. I was just looking because I saw now when I came out of my driveway, I saw the cops. And I'm like, okay, so something did happen, you know? Honey, that car was on the other side of the barrier. I don't know. I don't understand. Anyways, sorry to that man. We hate inconveniences. I'm about to get some gas, and then we're going to talk about Lennox, Teyana Taylor, and Blue Ivy being attacked by black men for their looks. Yes, a child. Yes, attacked by a black man for the way that she looks. Isn't that crazy? Let me get over here. All right, so I was gonna waste time getting gas, and let's see, where are we going? We're gonna go here. I don't have time to be waiting. Car was waiting. I don't know why he was waiting like that, child. All right, so let me go right here. We're gonna get some gas, and then I'll be back so we can talk. I have some talking points too. It's very sad, but we'll get to it. All right, Pete, I don't know what's going on with this. I tried to put some cute lipstick on, but I didn't like the way it was making all you could see was my lips in the dark. Let me get my shit together. So it's Friday, right? Honey, I'm all mixed up with the days. I was like, oh, it's tomorrow Friday. Shout out to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year! Not even in that Florida water. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me stop. Okay, I'm back. So, Lennox, Teyana Taylor, and Blue Ivy. First, you know, the pictures of Blue Ivy and Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce came from the Beyonce Jay-Z New Year's Eve party. And there were black, you know, photo booth, black and white pictures. You know, Blue Ivy was there. And a lot of people were making comments about her hair length, comments about how she looked so cute. But then there was some black people talking about her and she looks like her father. Now, this is the same thing that we was talking about with Portia and Dennis and PJ, and how, you know, if somebody thinks somebody's ugly and then you turn around and say something about the child, then you're trying to say the child's ugly. A lot of people say that Blue Ivy looks like her father, and a lot of people do not find Jay-Z attractive. Why don't they find Jay-Z attractive? Is it his nose? Is it his lips? What is it? Is this his hair? And, you know, Blue Ivy's hair has always been a topic, a topic of conversation. I totally forgot about my coffee. It's been a topic of conversation, you know, really mean and sensitive things about her hair. And I think a lot of the way that we present ourselves, or the way that we expect each other to present selves, is riddled in respectability politics, because we always want to make sure that we look nice. If you go back and look at pictures, class pictures of kids, and if it's a diverse group of kids, the black kid is always dressed up. You hear me? And I think that a lot of that comes from society making us feel uncomfortable with our blackness, the stereotypes that come with being black, I'm not being clean, being lazy, being dirty, being all of these things. And so we have to make sure that we are always presentable. Always presentable. Don't ever come out the house looking crazy, because you're going to make us all look bad. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Blue Ivy's hair was down or whatever. I saw the picture. I thought it was cute. I kept it moving. I didn't feel like I needed to comment on the picture, even about the little girl's hair. I didn't. That kind of stuff doesn't move me, right? And I was like, oh, look at Blue Ivy, look at, you know. And to me, she looks like both of her parents. She looks like a mixture of both of her mom and her dad. However, this black man and this white woman were going back and forth on Twitter talking about Blue Ivy's features, and it was a black man talking to a white woman. And I was like, why is he going back and forth with this white woman talking about a little black girl? First of all, why are you talking about a child? That's number one. Number two, why are you talking about it with a white woman, of all fucking people, right? You're gonna get dragged anyway if she was a black woman, but you talking to a white woman about a little black girl's features, and then the white woman making suggestions that she can just get plastic surgery when she gets older? Like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And then was it the same day? All of a sudden, you know, I saw the tweet go down my timeline that, here, I'm gonna read you the tweet, and I'm sure you guys saw it, but I'll read it to you. Lennox and Teyana Taylor's ability to have dangerously high sex appeal while simultaneously looking like Rottweilers will always amaze me. Did you just compare two black women to dogs? Did you just do that? And Lennox went off. She went off because she's tired. I think Lennox, let me tell you something. I think Lennox is beautiful. Do you hear me? I think she's beautiful. Do I think Teyana Taylor is beautiful? Yes, I do. I think she's beautiful. Does she have hard features? She has, when we say, I say she has hard features because of her jawline, right? And her angular features. When I say hard, like they're very, like, they're not soft, right? I don't think she looks like a man. I don't think she looks like a dog. And the fact that a black man, the light-skinned black man, said that, then you were like, why are you comparing? I was just like, really, like, did you just compare these women to dogs? Like, and then like Lennox said, nobody is doing that. And unfortunately, we do have to compare when it comes to that. Like, how are your other groups of women being treated and talked about by their counterparts? Why is it always black men coming after the features of black women, coming after their complexions, coming after, and it's all riddled in white supremacy. That's all it is. Where it's anti-black as hell. You believe that your black ass features, that something is wrong with your black ass features, to the point where even like a person like Chris Brown, he's not even procreating with black women with strong features. You see them going to procreate with women, so when they produce a child, she doesn't have the features, or he doesn't have the features that they hate so much. And it's sad. It's really sad. And let me see. Lennox, she was really upset. And then the fact that people were like, she shouldn't be upset. This is what she signed up for. Did she really sign up to be ridiculed and talked about and compared to an animal? Is that what she signed up for? Cause that's not cool. And the fact that like she should just suck it up. Yes, the black woman should just suck it up and endure the pain and the suffering that is inflicted upon her by her counterparts. She should just suck it up and deal with it. And then be expected to stand on the front lines when somebody shoots one of y'all in the head. It's really fucked up. It is really fucked up. And, you know, I was listening to some girl who's talking about black women are starting to date outside of their race because they do not feel honored or loved or even desired by black men. And that black men are looking at non-black women or racially ambiguous women as more desirable than black women who exude or have black features, wide noses, big lips, big hips. And it's, to me, from what my observation is, they love all of that shit, just not on a black woman. Like, you don't like the gatekeeper of your community. And to me, I have seen a lot of black celebrity women in entertainment go with white or non-black, I should say non-black men, not just white, but just really dating outside the race. And it's like, I think that, I don't know if it can be unlearned, this idea of colorism, and colorism also being the features also, because see, what happens is, remember when on Basketball Wives, when we were talking about colorism with OG, and then Kristen got her happy ass on the TV and said, well, I'm dark skinned, but look at your features, sweetheart. Your features are more desirable than a strong African nose and lips and cheekbones. You know what I'm saying? And so there is how your features, I've heard people say their grandmother pinned their nose so their nose can go down. Look at all the goddamn Jacksons, all of them changed their big wide noses. You know what I mean? And so it is riddled in, it's a part of, you want to say self-hate, but it's like, yes, you're hating yourself, but it's like your features, you don't like them. And to me, I feel like black men like those features, just not on black women. Because I see it. And then I saw some tweets from some women, and I posted it on my IG, that was like, it's really sad that when you see a black man or you find a black man desirable, that you have to think to yourself, I wonder if he dates black women. Like, that's sick. That shit is crazy as hell. For you to have to actually take a beat to wonder if this black man finds black women desirable or valuable. Because a part of it is having to do with who you see value in. What do you see as valuable? Let me partner with someone that I deem valuable. And if it's not black women, like I said, I've been told several times by black men, oh, I'm just really attracted to light skin with long hair. What? That's some white shit, nigga. You hate yourself. You hate yourself. If you're going for what looks closer to white than your damn mama, your aunties, your grandmother, like, what is wrong with you? And we are seeing an influx of black women dating outside of their race. Is it because that like the girl from Queen and Slim, she said that black men didn't find her desirable, and that it was white men that found her desirable. And that's a tricky thing anyway, because it's like, do you really find me desirable, or are you just trying to get an exotic and you're fetishizing me? You know what I mean? Like, I only date black women. Like, you got to stay away from the non-black men that say that. I only date black women. It's a fetish. They have a fetish, right? And then what's crazy is, like, you're saying that they're highly sexually attractive, and it's like, you're reducing her just to her sex appeal. Like, it is so gross. And a lot of black men do it. A lot of black men do it. And y'all not gonna get in these comments and some not all me to death. Because if you're a some not all type of nigga, you should be telling the more of the all, that they need to stop that shit. They need to cut that shit out. And what it is really saying that you do not like yourself. You do not like your lineage, where you come from. You don't like Ari Lennox said, you don't like your royal features. It's sad. And do other ethnic groups do this? Do they do this? Do other groups of people compare their women to animals or talk about their features and say that they should get plastic surgery? What? Do they do that? And it's sad because, I don't like to do like, oh, well, white people don't do it. Latino people don't do it. The Asians don't do it. The Indians don't do it. We should really just be, and I don't know. I have so many thoughts running through my head. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But I just was like typing this morning, just typing everything. Like I said, comparing to animals, you have an issue with our features. You know what I'm saying? And then you really have an issue with dark-skinned women. Oh, you're pretty to be a dark-skinned girl. What the fuck kind of shit is that? What you mean pretty for a dark-skinned girl? What are you talking about? So you're saying that I'm an exception to a rule that dark-skinned women are unattractive. That's whack as hell. And if you guys are supposed to be the leaders and the protectors of the community and you're not protecting black women by getting on platforms, calling them dogs and saying, and then talking to white women about a black child's features. And the white woman suggests that she can, the resolve to her ugly or unattractive or undesirable features should be plastic surgery. A 7-year-old. I mean, that just really, whoa, shit. That's a little girl, like, oh my God. Bitch, I must be ready to start my period, cuz that's a little girl, that's a baby. Why are you talking to her about her to a white woman of all people? And then the white woman suggests she get plastic surgery. That's how she should resolve her ugly features. You're saying that she looks like her father. Her father has a big ass nose and some big ass lips. And you're saying that her father's she needs to change the features because she looks like her father. And that's the reason why people say Jay-Z is ugly. We just gonna be honest. It's riddled in anti-blackness. You don't like blackness unless you can sell it, or unless you can take it off of a black woman and put it on a white woman or a non-black woman. Yeah, because they know that the men are so weak that they'll be like, oh my gosh, she got big lips and big hips. Let me go be with her. But then let me call my counterpart a dog. And then when you see black women with non-black men, then y'all reduce it down to he ain't hitting that right. Honey, we are more than that. That's your problem now. That is your problem now. That you objectify your women to the point where they're only objects. Because even when he's describing them as dogs, he's saying that they have a, what did he say? Dangerously high sex appeal. So you've reduced her down to her sex appeal at the same time saying that she looks like an animal. And then when you see a black woman, there are a lot of black women who are really tired of it. And they're just like, you know what? I'm done with it. Gabby Sidibe, I didn't even know she's with a white dude. Because y'all called her a big black fat gorilla and all this other shit. So why should I go lay down with someone who doesn't find me desirable? Why should I even look in the pool of men who you get the most hate from? Your own counterparts. That's so sad, y'all. It's really sad. And Lennox and Teyana Taylor, it's sad. And then you tell them, well, this is the life that they chose. Did they? Did they choose to share with us their art form and their craft and the gift that they were given by the universe so that you could sit up there and compare them to an animal and say that they should take it? It's trash. I don't know why I got emotional. It's trash. It's trash as hell. Non-black women with black aesthetics to attract self-hating black men. Y'all don't like yourself. You don't like your mother. How do you go out and partner with somebody and then sit up and talk about black women to your white counterpart, to your white partners or non-black partners, so you can make them feel good about themselves. And I do see black women going with non-black men, but you know what I don't see from black women? I don't see them talking down on black men, and it's all okay. Like, I feel like this, that black men get with non-black women, and then they start downing black women because they want to make their partner feel comfortable. They want to make them feel comfortable, so they degrade black women. I see black women with non-black men all the time. I don't see that enough to be like, yes, I see black women degrading black men. Because at the end of the day, black women really mostly partner with black men. And a lot of black women are just waiting to find a black man who finds their features, their body shape, their complexion desirable. And there's too many of y'all who hate yourselves that you don't find what you look at in the mirror, you don't find it desirable. And that's sad as hell. That's sad as fuck. It really is. And how you talk, like, why do black men have issues with women? Why do black men and women have issues with black features? There's a lot of black women too that have adopted that idea, like they don't like themselves. They don't like themselves. They change, they skin bleach. Then you're like, oh, skin bleach is self-hating. Yeah, it is. But if a woman wants to make herself desirable to attract men who only think that light skin is desirable, guess what she's going to do? Yes, it is low self-esteem, but she's also trying to partner with somebody. And that's sad. And then what I am seeing, and I don't know if anybody else is noticing it, that this obnoxious ass desirability is going away. Men are now finding big obnoxious asses undesirable. And you had all these women, and I don't care what you say, women go and alter their bodies to make themselves desirable and make themselves feel good so that they can exude that energy to make themselves desirable. I don't care what you say. These women go out here, and these non-black women go out here, get all kind of fillers and shit put in their lips. Y'all hated our lips. Y'all couldn't stand it. Y'all didn't like big butts. At the beginning of Baby Got Back, that was a joke, but yes, it's real. Like, I remember, if you told a white woman her ass was big, she'd commit suicide. She would. She'd be so upset. You said now if you tell the bitch she has a big ass, she's happy. Why? Because she knows that big ass is going to attract a self-hating black man. She knows that those features are desirable. I remember, y'all can't tell me you didn't remember the time you told a white or non-black woman her ass was big. She damn near commit suicide. She'd kill herself. Did you said I had a fat ass? What? She'd die. She'd jump. But now it's like, oh, I'm doing squats. I'm trying to get my, yes. Because you have a bunch of non-black women who fetishize black men. Let me get back to my notes. Are black men the weakest link in our communities? Well, let me tell you, are black men the weakest link in our communities? If black men are not partnering with the gatekeepers of the culture, you are weakening the culture. Because black women hold the culture. Black women uphold the culture, uphold the traditions. When a black man goes with a non-black woman, you look at the traditions that are being upheld in his household. Her traditions, wherever she's from. Women uphold the traditions and cultures of their groups. So, if black men continue to partner with non-black women, are they the weakest link of our community? It's unfortunate. It's really sad. Like, that shit with Blue Ivy really made me mad, because that's a baby. And that shit starts very early. You know, you see those studies where you tell the little black girl, who's the one you want to play with? What doll do you want to play with? And they pick the white doll. That's awful. Black people, let me tell you something. If you buying little girls and little boys dolls and shit, buy them black dolls. Don't buy them no white dolls, please. Because you are feeding them this idea that this is what you should look like. This is what you should play with. This is pretty. This is a doll baby with blue eyes and batten eyelashes and blonde hair. No, you're not. And it's not to say that you can't have pride in your, and that's how politicized, that's what I was gonna say, that's how politicized we are, like our existence is. Like, to the point where Heavenly couldn't even say with pride, no, I want my son to bring home a black woman. I'm black. Why would I want my son to bring home something not like his mother? But it's politicized. Like, she couldn't even say that without somebody being like, oh, it's like we can't even have pride in ourselves. I can't believe that man compared that girl. And then this guy, he's talking about, he showed some rapper and whose face was side by side with a dog and saying, oh, he's been compared to a dog. I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard no think pieces. You know why? Because men, their currency is not beauty. Women in this society, our beauty is our currency. What do men look for? Someone who's attractive. Then they start looking at, until their hairline starts receding, they don't look at a woman for her intelligence and her service to other people. They're looking completely at the outside, the shell of the woman. Until they become undesirable, then they start looking at women who are smart and who have brains and who have substance. It's ridiculous. I'm like, why is he keeping in step with me, this truck? Should we abandon the idea of our counterparts uplifting us and protecting us? Should we? Should we just be like, okay, well, we can't depend on them? Because, you know, I was thinking, I was like, look at all, like, I was watching something and it was like all of these, it was a video about black women leaving black men. Like, okay, I'm done with y'all. I'm not getting involved with y'all. And they were showing pictures of all of these black women with white men. And when black men, and it's funny because it's like when black women have grievances about black men partnering with non-black women, they like to say, whatever, it's whatever. You guys are overreacting and this and that. But when a black woman partners with a non-black man, all of a sudden, the only thing that comes to mind is whether or not he's fucking her right. So then you've just reduced your counterpart again to her vagina. Not the fact that, wow, it's possible that she might have a child with him. It's possible that, you know, like, you're not even thinking about the community. I don't know. I don't even know how to just, I don't know. We are the gatekeepers of our community. The more you mix it up, the weaker your culture. And then I can't believe, I was really shocked with that black man sitting up talking shit about a black child, a 7-year-old. Do y'all not think that when Blue Ivy gets access to the internet, that she's not going to see these awful things said about her since she was a baby? They even talk about your child crazy. They even talk about your child crazy. It's really sad. It's really sad. And it's unfortunate and it's sad. And like I said, if you are the some not all type of nigga, you need to be telling your peers that what they're doing is out of order. Out of order. Nobody's saying not to date non-black women. Nobody is saying that. But you don't have to call black women dogs. You don't have to say that we should get plastic surgery to change our features. Shut your ass up and date who the fuck you want to date. Leave us alone. You ain't got to say shit to us or about us to make your partner feel good about herself. When at the end of the day, she's objectifying and fetishizing your ass, trying to make her daddy mad. And I want to read this thing this black man was saying on Twitter. He said he posted the video of Ari Lennox, and she was going off. Here she goes.
How people hate black people so much. How black people can sit up here and say that's not my problem, or she does look like a Rottweiler. That's fine. That's fine. But and you want to talk about how people are so sensitive. They want us to cancel freedom of speech. Why is this your speech? Why are you so comfortable tearing down black women and no other race? Look around. Look around. When are Hispanic women ever compared to dogs? When do they do that? When do they do that to white women? When are white men doing that to white women? When are Hispanic men doing that to Hispanic women? They're not doing it. They're not. Like, and how come as a black woman, me sticking up for it, I'm a Zelia? Like, bruh, like, it's insane. It's insane to me that you're right. Like, that is real freedom of speech being threatened. That's real speech being threatened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's sad. And it went on for a long time, that video. But I'm gonna read to you these tweets from this man, and it's like holding black men accountable. Like, y'all are out of order. How do you? I was just like, it's just sad. The whole thing, the whole situation is sad, and it's all riddled in upholding the idea that whiteness, or the proximity to whiteness, or the closer you look to white is better. That's self-hate, and that's the only way that you can describe it. I'm coming back here so I can read this guy's tweets. Let me read them. Sorry, Kendrick Lamar. This honestly hurts to watch. Some of you black men have to do better or shut up. A lot of black men forget they are born from a black woman, it feels like. Imagine how ignorant you have to be to wake up and degrade the very being that birthed you and created your life, raised you and nurtured you. It's sick. I really shouldn't have to say this, but if you're a black man and it doesn't apply, instead of getting upset and feeling targeted, take the same energy and help fix the ignorance in the ones that it does apply to. Bruh, the amount of black people I see saying that it's not serious is astounding. Black men and women saying she's doing too much. It's social media. It's part of fame. I would love for this to be one of your family members. Keep that same energy. Those of us black men that love and respect our women need to do more and show it every day and chance we get. Tell your mom how much you love and appreciate her, and uplift our queens out there. And not just the women that you feel like you have some connection to. It should be all women, like all black women. Like, not just the ones that you feel you have ownership of. You understand what I'm saying? I'm only protecting the ones that I'm connected to. I don't need to protect you. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. It's really sad. It says a lot of you have carried shields your whole life with how much deflection I see. Instead of harboring the point that's made even between the lines, you've managed to somehow victimize yourself, point the finger at anything else but you. Mind-blowing. This is a black people problem, someone said. Black women put black women down constantly. Look at the shade room. Then they raise black sons, teaching them to constantly attack black women. It's annoying. And then this other guy says, I used to defend these dudes, hoping they would grow and get wiser with respect to our women. It's not happening. That dude is mentally ill. He said they have a dangerously high sex appeal, but they resemble a dog. So he admits an attraction, but his hatred of black women kicked in. And it's so funny. What I really think is weird is when black men are called to the carpet on something, what the some not all black men like to do is say, let's kick that black man out of the community. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do? You tell me what that does. Because you want to say, you want to other yourself. That's not me. So let's kick them out of the community. What? That doesn't even make sense. Exile them? I have seen several black men say, the some not alls, I have seen them say, that's not the kind of black man that represents our community. I can't tell. I can't tell. Y'all, you some not all niggas ain't loud enough. Y'all not loud enough. Because the ones who cannot stand black women and the ones who degrade black women to make their partners feel good, they talking louder than y'all. And you cannot exile them. You know why? Because they're producing black children. And I'll tell you one thing, if you're raising black children or biracial, mixed race, whatever the hell kind of politically correct term you want to use, in a home with a non-black mother, that child, until they more than likely get into college, is not going to have an identity of blackness because their mother is the upholder of their community. That's what trips me the fuck out, because whether you like it or not, and whether your mixed race child is going to grow up and identify, they're more than likely going to identify as black. And what you did was created what you hated so much that you went out and found you a non-black woman to create a black child. Because society is going to be like, yeah, you biracial. Okay, but you black. Tell me, am I lying? So now what you've done, and a lot of these men are having daughters. So your daughter, she's going to grow up to be a black woman. The same woman that you ran away from to produce her. I'm going to calm down because I get angrier and angrier. And like I said, I have been told several times, especially when I moved to Sacramento, I was looking like, where are all the black? But I also see a lot of interracial couples. I see a lot of black women with white men, and I see a lot of black men with either racially ambiguous women. I say women who look like Princess Love and April Jones. That's what you get, like, more down in Southern California. Up here too, you get the Asian and black woman that the black men partner with. But honey, let me tell you something. When I be walking down the street, now I might not be attractive or desirable because I have short hair. I exude a lot, and I can't help it, but I exude a balance of both femininity and masculinity. I own that. But I tell you what, have you ever walked by a Hasidic Jew? Have you ever walked by a Hasidic Jew? Male. Where do they look when they walk by a woman? On the ground. That's what I get when I walk by black men in Sacramento. I feel like I'm walking by a Hasidic Jew. They don't even look, honey. They will barely open the door for you. They don't see value in you. They see value in whiteness or non-blackness. Whatever is non-black, that's what they see value in. But what's crazy is the non-black women have an understanding that in order to attract black men, I need to have some black features. I need to adopt the aesthetic of the prototype. And what's crazy is they love that shit. They love that shit. And I saw a bunch of black men talking about, y'all always compare black men to dogs and saying, we're not comparing, we're saying dog as though there's two ways. Dog as you ain't shit, and then your features look like a dog. But guess what? Your currency is not in your beauty. Your currency is in your currency. Ugly niggas be with fine ass women because they got money. Your currency is your currency. For a woman, unfortunately, in this society, beauty is her currency. That's why the beauty industry is a $500 billion industry. What do you think? What do you think? I am so tired of this shit. Like, I'm really tired of this shit. And it's like, what do? Do you seek partnership with non-black men? Does that non-black man really desire you, or he's fetishizing you? What is it? Then you gotta siphon through that. And the majority of black women are with black men or waiting to partner with black men. Meanwhile, these niggas ain't checking for us. I can't believe that man said, and it says, whoever said that is disgusting. He needs to be lambasted and exiled, not black men. We all know where these ideas come from and why they're perpetrated. With that being said, stop comparing black people to everyone else without considering history. It's part of programming. Other groups air their dirty laundry behind closed doors. Black people air their woes and nonsense for the world to see. It's so bad. Like, we are the only ones who have to worry about if men of our race would date us because of our race. Only people who have our own people put us down for no reason. Like, all it does is give other races an opportunity to talk down to us. I can't believe that white woman felt comfortable enough to sit up and kiki with a black man about a black child's features, and then go as far to say she should get plastic surgery like Kylie Jenner. She has way too many self-esteem issues. It'd be like, fuck them people and keep... I'd be like, fuck them people and keep getting money. I don't see it as a self-esteem issue. I see it as a woman that's tired of seeing the men she loves and respects not giving her even half of it back. It's tiring. It's one thing to joke. It's another thing to be completely ignorant. It's sad. That's all I got to say, y'all. I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Love your blackness, okay? And buy children black dolls. I don't care. Oh, you black. It's so politicized. We can't even be proud of ourselves. Buy your children black ass dolls. Do you hear me? Boys and girls, tell them that they look beautiful. Tell them their complexions are beautiful. Tell them their big wide noses are beautiful and their high cheekbones and their big asses are beautiful. Tell them they're beautiful. I saw one girl say she walked around with a hood during high school because the people was always talking about her complexion. Dark-skinned girl. That shit is disgusting, yo. It's hella gross. It's just gross. Y'all protect your energy, love your blackness, and take care of each other. Peace.